welcome to a new episode of our program, My Culture Magazine, during which we're going to bring you the latest cultural events that are taking place in Egypt. Please stay tuned.
Minister of Culture Dr. Ines Abdedaim recently inaugurated the 13th session of the National Festival of Egyptian Theatre, headed by artist Yusuf Ismail at the Grand Theatre of the Cairo Opera House. The festival celebrates the 150th anniversary of Egyptian theatre in the presence of a large group of cultural figures, theatre artists, playwrights, critics, as well as the media. In her opening session, the Minister of Culture confirmed that the National Theatre Festival has become a true addition to Egyptian theatre. The annual festival is the result of the year's efforts of creativity for all young playwrights who are full of ambition and new ideas. The festival also includes some of the senior stars with important experiences that enrich the field.
فرحانة بيه وفرحي أكبر لأني بأكرم بين ولاد جيلي.
Abdedaim greeted all the participants of this great theatrical event as they worked under exceptional circumstances this year. She indicated that there are some theater festivals that presented performances online, but the National Festival in Cairo and its management, headed by Yusuf Ismail, insisted on leaving this session with live performances that the audience could watch and interact with each other.
ألفان ثلاثة بل أكثر أنت أكبر أنت أكبر.
The opening ceremony was directed by Khalid Galal, head of the Cultural Production Affairs sector. Galal delivered a 15-minute presentation entitled Inheritance. It was his idea and direction. The Minister of Culture also honored a group of Egyptian theater stars and presented them with the festival shield. They included the artist Salah Al-Saadani, Suhair Al-Murshidi, and the names of Mahmoud Yassin, Al-Muntasar Billah, and the name of the poet Naguib Surur. The festival performances are held on 14 theaters in Egypt, including the Grand Theatre at the Cairo Opera House and the Hanagar Arts Center Theater, and various other theaters around the country. The festival's Supreme Committee includes 13 members from different generations and various specializations in the field of theater, and they are artist Yusuf Ismail, president of the festival, together with a large number of creative artists and prominent figures in the field of theater. The Nutcracker Ballet was recently performed at the main hall at Cairo Opera House as part of its Christmas and New Year celebrations. The Cairo Opera Ballet, accompanied by the Cairo Opera Orchestra led by Maestro Nair Nagy, is the masterpiece of the international Russian author Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker Ballet, which was directed by the late Dr. Abdelmenem Kamel and redirected by Armenia Kamel, the artistic director of the group, in 6 concerts that are held at the main hall. The Nutcracker Ballet is associated with Christmas and the New Year because of its magical atmosphere and interesting events, as well as portraying the ability of love to transform people's destinies and influence the course of events in life in general. The ballet depends on the use of various artistic dazzling elements in addition to some optical illusions that have been employed to match the ballet story that revolves around the dreams of the beautiful little girl Clara on Christmas Eve after receiving the Nutcracker from her family friend, the godfather and game maker Drusillemer, as a gift for the new year. Her admiration for the game that was destroyed by her brother Fritz unintentionally, so she becomes sad and goes to sleep to see the game return to its original state, and then turns into a handsome prince and turns a collection of dreamy tales between Clara and her prince and Christmas games. It is known that the Nutcracker Ballet was written by Tchaikovsky in 1891, inspired by one of the stories of the French writer Alexander Dumas, the father who in turn borrowed it from Ernest Hoffmann's Nutcracker and the Rat King, and was first shown in 1892 at the Imperial Opera House in St. Petersburg, and it's considered one of the most important classical performances of the ballet Cairo Opera House, which was presented for the first time on the main hall in 1993. Since that time, it is being presented annually in December to celebrate the new year with the same designs of its artistic elements of decorations, clothes, costumes, and music in order to preserve its classical character.
Under the auspices of Bibliotheca Alexandrina, a seminar was held under the title of Double Standards of Human Rights. It was headed by Dr. Mustafa Al-Fiqi, the president of Bibliotheca Alexandrina, and it gathered a large number of people from the media and also political arena.
هذا الأسبوع مصريا ودوليا عدد المداخلات حقوق الإنسان وكيف أنها في حين الإنسان أصبحت كلمة أعظم قرارات تقع باعتبارات الجنة. الشرع المنصوص عليه أن أكون موجود في ثورتي بنظرة صادقة.
For this seminar in particular in these circumstances, because this is the 72nd anniversary of the Human Rights Charter, which was announced and declared in 1948. Meanwhile, we feel that the Alexandria Bibliotheca is contributing on issues which are very crucial for our country in this special period of time. We feel that there is an attempt to talk about double standard policy, and they want to allow themselves to do things which we are not allowed to do. We are trying to go ahead with the same criteria for all the peoples all over the world, not for certain people, and we ignore others. Human rights is a fact. Egypt is a great believer of human rights, and we are always founders of all organizations related to this noble goal, human rights.
وجاء 12 دولة الجزائر لا تحقق هذا الأسبوع مصريا ودوليا.
عدد مداخلات
حقوق الإنسان وكيف أنها في حال كثيرة أصبحت كلمة حق يراد بها باطل تقع باعتبارات الجنة.
الشرح المنصوب عليه أن أكون موجود في المدينة بنظرة صاحبها
It's very important lectures because it gives us information, a lot of information about the subject nowadays. Because we believe there is standards between the Western and the environment country. So most of us try to know more information about what happened with the human rights standard issue. I think Dr. Mustafa Al-Fiqi gave us more information today since he invited the figures from the religions, from the figures from bar associations, and I think this is the best lecture that I heard about human rights nowadays in Egypt.
مكتبة الإسكندرية هي أحد المقامات الثقافية العظيمة في مصر.
I was invited by Bibliotheca Alexandrina to attend the seminar titled Double Standards in Human Rights. I'm keen to attend such an event because it's organized by Bibliotheca Alexandrina, which is a symbol of culture and science in Egypt and the Arab world. When the library organizes such a seminar, this means it is an important one that would carry valuable information and gathers a number of specialists. The timing of the seminar is very important as it comes in a critical time where human rights is the main issue that controls the minds of supporters of rights around the world. The human rights issue should be a global concern, and I'm proud that this issue is now discussed. I'm also glad that this is under the auspices of Bibliotheca Alexandrina and it is kicked off here from Egypt. In my point of view, terrorism, for example, violates human rights because it could result in dividing societies and countries and breaking them apart.
وجاء 12 دولة الجزائر لا تحقق هذا الأسبوع مصريا ودوليا.
عدد مداخلات
حقوق الإنسان وكيف أنها في حال كثيرة أصبحت كلمة حق يراد بها باطل تقع باعتبارات الجنة.
الشرح المنصوب عليه أن أكون موجود في المدينة بنظرة صاحبها
I'm very happy to be here because it's a very important issue. Human rights have become a very debatable and a significant issue, not nationally only, but internationally as well. Actually, it's a main pillar for sustainable development goals, and I think we need a series of seminars and workshops to discuss how to meet obligations of human rights, the need to open a debate, an international debate, and listen to international opinions and also express our opinion on a national level. It has become indispensable to have an open dialogue concerning human rights.
وباقي 11 ولاية الجزائر جابوا حق هذا الأسبوع مصريا ودوليا.
عدم مداخلات
حقوق الإنسان وكيف أنها في حال كثيرة كانت أكثر القرى تقع باعتبارات الجنة.
الشرح الموضوع عليه أن أكون موجود في دولتي بنظرة صادقة
The Cairo Opera House plays a significant role in the cultural movement taking place in Egypt.
It's a long time that we don't make a Christmas show with the ballet because, as you know, the Christmas songs are difficult to match with dancers. But Dr. Iman Mustafa gave me a choice of many songs that could be translated into ballet and to make a choreography in it. So in the tonight's show we have a Latvian Christmas song sung by Dr. Iman Mustafa herself, and then that's the most wonderful time in the year with the ballet. Then I was choosing the dance, the Waltzer of Flower of Nutcracker, and then we have a beautiful song, Amazing Grace. So these four items are even danced by the Corps de Ballet of the Cairo Opera Ballet Company and sung by the several soloists. Nowadays we have even a young audience, and I am very pleased because I see that even in operas, for example, which are the most difficult part of the culture, of the musical culture, to be understood by young generation, I see that they are starting to appreciate. They are coming alone with their parents, but I see that the age of the audience went down comparing with, for example, 10 years ago. And even for the ballet, maybe thanks to the several ballet schools that are spread around Cairo and Alexandria and Port Said too. So thanks to this opportunity to have a publicity, I see that they are coming, appreciating, and
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آت سيدنا محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة والدرجة الرفيعة وابعثه اللهم المقام المحمود الذي وعدته. وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.
Actually, this year is a little bit different than the other years. Today we are making the Christmas concert for the first time with the Cairo Ballet Troupe and a cappella choir and the Cairo Symphony Orchestra. And it's for sure our our pleasure for the Cairo Opera Troupe to join this amazing artists.
Long lay the word in sea and terror morning, till he appeared and the soul felt his words. And real, thou weary world rejoices, for yonder springs and you are glorious more. Follow your need. Oh, hear the angel voices.
For sure, the arts and the singing is a very good message for peace, because it's we send the joy to the world by our singing. In the Christmas concert, it's here in Egypt is a little bit different than other countries, because you know that Egypt is not only Muslims. No, we are Muslims and Coptics together like one person. We ever feel that we are different? No. All the time, the Christians celebrate our Ramadan and our Eid and everything, and we also celebrating with them the Christmas. We have all the trees, the Christmas trees at houses, and also they have the Fanus Ramadan in their houses in Ramadan time. We are one person. We are not two persons at all. Actually, we are we all the time invite the young artists to join us in the Cairo Opera Troupe, especially. Last performance, we give a chance to 2 students from Cairo Conservatoire to join us. It's for sure it's a good experience for them to start their life, their theater life with big artists like our big troupe, like Cairo Opera Troupe.
God rest you, merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from the despair when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
it was quite difficult for the preparation for the concert today because of the COVID, but we tried to do our best with the program and to present also new songs for the Christmas, and also for the audience we trying to do the same songs that they are used to listen for the same concert each year. It's actually for all the public. It's because it's the Christmas, so it's usually we do all the kind of songs that we have for Christmas, also for children's, and also the songs that we used to listen each year.
Well, with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, Culture Magazine. I hope you've enjoyed being with me. Please wait for me in the next episode. Until then, it's goodbye.